In the parable of the tenants, starting at verse 33, Matthew tells us another parable that Jesus said. This parable goes like this. There was a landowner who planted a vineyard. He put a wall around it and dug a winepress in it and built a watchtower. Then he rented the vineyard to some farmers and went away on a journey. When the harvest time approached, he sent his servants to the tenants to collect his share of the fruit. The tenants seized the servants. They beat one and then another, and they stoned a third. Then he sent other servants to them, more than the first time, and the tenants treated them the same way. Last of all, he sent his own son to them, and he thought, they will respect my son. But when the tenants saw the son, they said to each other, this is the heir. Come, let us kill him and take his inheritance. So they took him and threw him out of the vineyard, and they killed him. Therefore, when the owner of the vineyard comes, what will he do to these tenants? Someone in the crowd said, he will bring those wretches to a wretched end, and he will rent the vineyard to other tenants who will give him his share of the crop at harvest time. This particular parable is both prophetic and it's directional. It's prophetic in that it tells us of what will happen many times throughout God's kingdom. God will get angry and tired of the tenants that abuse his authority, and he will destroy them. Finally, God will come on the last day, and he will destroy all that are evil, and he will gather those together who are good and carry them home to live with him. It's prophetic in that it speaks specifically of the relationship between Jesus and the Sanhedrin and how they mistreated him and killed him. You see, the Sanhedrin was so in love with their authority, with the power that they had attained through the temple, that they weren't about to let anybody threaten that. And they became so blind with their power that they would hurt anyone who represented a different line of thought, different thinking, who had more persuasion with the people, or who appeared to have more favor with God than they did. This is why they gave Jesus over to the Romans to be crucified. What it says is that the ultimate authority on earth lies with God our Father, and that he has delegated this authority to his Son, just like he sent his heir to collect his share of the crop. The landowner in the parable sent his heir to collect his share of the crop. God sent his Son to exert his authority on the earth, and we rejected him. But finally, God will come again, and he will destroy